What's up, everybody? This is Steve with Steve Snaketuary. We just got done with a presentation for a big homeschool group at a church. And in the presentation, while we were in the presentation, I think it was like 4 times, I got a phone call and I had to answer it after they called 4 times, right? So find out it's one of the emergency rooms here. Somebody got bit by a snake and they brought the snake into the emergency room. So we're heading over there now. We're rushing after this presentation to go pick up that snake. They said it was a copperhead. We're going to find out here in a little bit. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, we're here at the hospital. The nurse met me outside. I guess, you know, they don't want to make a big deal about the snake in the ER. But it definitely is a baby copperhead. I'm not going to take it out. I don't have my gloves with me, so I'm not going to take it out. But you can see the Hershey kiss pattern on the side. Most of the time, copperheads do have that Hershey kiss pattern. Look like little Hershey kisses on the side of it. Or if you look at it from the top, it looks like a little hourglass. Most of the time, I say most of the time because I've had a lot of friends find some with stripes this year. But they retain that two-tone brown color and those Hershey kiss patterns from when they're babies all the way up through adulthood. Now, the one thing that I don't know if you could see, it's got the green tip on the tail. I'm trying to get around here. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it there. So it's got the green tip on the tail, bright green, yellowish tip on the tail. And copperheads and water moccasins as babies, they have those as a caudal lure, C-A-U-D-A-L, caudal lure. And what they do is they camouflage their bodies and they stick their tails up, that little caudal lure, they stick that up to attract frogs and toads. And so when the frogs and toads, they think that's a little worm, they go over there and try to eat the little worm, boom, snake gets the frog or toad. And so this is a baby. It was probably born, maybe this year, either this year or last year. It's not a very big one. Still a little baby, but it's definitely a copperhead. Now, copperheads have a hemotoxic venom. Copperheads and water moccasins both have a hemotoxic venom. The water moccasins, cottonmouths, they're a little bit more toxic than the copperheads, but they have a hemotoxic venom, so it messes with the blood. Sometimes it can make you clot a little faster. Sometimes it can make you not clot. So it's gonna affect every person differently. Every person's body reacts differently to that, but it is hemotoxic, so it messes with the blood. And one thing that I talk about when I do presentations for first responders, you know, paramedics, EMTs, and things like that, is you definitely don't want to put tourniquet. You don't want to put ice on it because what that does is that localizes that venom in that one place, and it can cause more tissue necrosis in that area. So you definitely don't want to use ice, definitely don't want to use a tourniquet. You can elevate the extremity to kind of help alleviate the swelling. I know after the first dose of anti-venom, they raise the affected limb, whether it's a foot or arm, to minimize the swelling. All the hospitals here in our area use CroFab, and CroFab covers all of the hemotoxic snakes, the copperheads, the rattlesnakes, and the water moccasins. So you don't have to take the snake to the ER. This is the second, third, fourth time, I guess, that they've called me because somebody brought the snake into the ER with them. You don't have to do that. You can take a picture of the snake, but the CroFab is going to cover the water moccasins, copperheads, and rattlesnakes. So you don't have to bring the snake with you to the ER. Nurses really don't like that. As an EMT, I'm going to do a few things differently if I get a snake bite call or whatever. But again, this is a baby copperhead. You can kind of see the Hershey kiss pattern. Oh, you can kind of see the green tip or the yellowish tip on his tail there. I know the lighting's not the best, but I don't have my gloves, so I can't take it out, and I'm not going to take it out here in the car anyway. But it is a baby copperhead. So anyway, this is Steve with Steve Snakes. Where you've got any questions about snakes or venomous snakes or snake venom or snake bites or anything like that, make sure you contact us, follow us on all social media, and check out our website at snaketuary.com. We'll see you guys later.